Hello friends, Jordy here with more of our CK2 on English Neck and Roman Yoke playthrough. We begin today a revolt for the English throne rages. King William's army is returned from Spain, temporarily abandoning an excommunication war on behalf of the Pope. This same Pope has also called a crusade for Jerusalem of all places, a conquest in which King William will be unable to take part, I think, except in token fashion. For now we return to the slow process of fighting off the rebellion, which I think we are going to win, but gosh, who knows. After that, we'll head down and deal with the Spanish excommunication war, I believe. But I noticed that we pulled into a decent amount of money again, bit by bit, half a gold or so per month. I'd like to raise some mercenaries for us, but I'm not sure we'll be able to do so. I'd like to get some more war score also by just fighting directly against the English Revolt army, because they do siege faster than I do, I think, at least in some cases, and we're not going to be able to beat them on that front, but I'm just gradually sieging through everything. Noticing that we have a disease in our court once more. That disease is the smallpox again. This is the second time it's come around for us. I'll go ahead and shut the gates once more, upsetting all of everyone, the commoners especially, and I'm hoping beyond hope. And it just leave right now? No, it's still there actually. We'll open the gates soon. Our mighty army is currently fighting in the midst of a disease itself. I don't feel great about that. Also, our alliance with the King of Scotland has ended because he was slain by Mayor Ross of Pitlochry. Hopefully the new Scottish king will be interested in being with us as well, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Our sister is his mother, so maybe so. Give me an alliance again. No! No, because of political concerns. Alright, well, we've lost our one ally. That said, the army of the Scottish king is still apparently raised as part of our army here. We have no commanders at all. Where have they all gone? Have our commanders died off? Have they gotten old and died? Yeah, so we had a bunch of commanders who had 20 or so martial, but now we have just none. I'm guessing they've all died of smallpox, standing in the pile of pox there. We do still have more than double, or about double the English revolt army. Maybe we'll run them again, now that they're kings on the battlefield. Let's go for it. We're going to cross the river, though. We don't want to do that. Instantly, Guntard, the court physician, informed me that Raoul de Tanzi, who's that? Some random courtier, has the smallpox. Having him stay with the rest of us inside the walls puts us at risk. Throw him out! Out you go, friend. Out you go. I need some more commanders again, so we'll once more steal all the commanders of all of the Catholic lands. The strongest is at 20. We'll do it at 18 will join us. You know what? Come on down and become a commander. We need, I think, 3 more commanders right now. So these 3 top figures all are above 15 in martial, and that's absolutely fantastic. So they'll join us straight away. Hopefully they arrive before... Actually, we'll insist they arrive before we go to war with this army. Alright, number 1, welcome. You become a commander. Great. Number 2, the same. Eric, the son of Lucifer. As long as he's a good commander, I don't particularly care what he calls himself. You get onto the battlefield as well. And lastly, third person, I think was coming. There he is. Lastly, Otavio here. No clever titles. Got a hair lip. Look a little unusual there, that's fine though. As long as you know how to fight, that's all we care about. And I guess we can't handle our commander right now, so we'll go to our commander page and get rid of the worst of them. The bishop here is not a good commander. So relieve his command, go back to your books, back to your prayers, and leave the fighting to this guy. Alright, so with that now we can outfit with, we have no one who's good at leading in the center. He's only the flat terrain expert. Sure, you'll get the middle. No additional skills, battle skills for anyone. Our commanders are all a little underdeveloped, but they'll have 18 martial, so I suspect they're going to win, and... Alright, there's the river cross penalty. I thought it would show up eventually. We're going to cross the river upstream, and then swing on in across land. Actually, we get another river cross penalty. Get a river on this side, too. Well, I think we'll win anyway. Fingers crossed on that one. Their commander is still on the field. He is careless. I agree, it's a careless decision to be exposed to capture. Do we get lucky this time? Indeed we do. No, unfortunately we do not. But with that, we're at negative 7% war score. We're up to like positive 30 at one point, so this is going in the right direction. With the wicked ruler having been dealt with, the Pope has finally accepted to crown me king. Wait, what? Oh! This is... I thought this was the Crusade briefly, and I have not contributed the war score at all there, but no, this is... The King of Aragon must have died of natural causes. Yeah, so... Suspicious circumstances. I guess we could have tried to assassinate him instead of fighting an actual war to depose him. But we won the war in Aragon. Good job, team. The Pope will now make me king. Now that I've found a distinguished member of the Catholic clergy to officiate the rites, it's time to organize the ceremony itself. Unfortunately, necessities imposed by war I'm waging will force me to have only a small gathering of closest allies to witness the momentous occasion. Only 10 money, just enough for birthday cake or coronation cake, I guess. But this war will end. The time my coronation draws near, only a few more days before I'm crowned king for God and all of my subjects, all 10 of them who can fit in this one room. It will be a long wait, and I can hope that the day will not fall in the middle of major battle. You're not even on the battlefield, King Guy. As if sending a cardinal in his place was not enough of a slight from the Holy Father, the papal envoy himself has proven me a most insufferable man, constantly complaining about the lack of care he's receiving and recanting all dangers. I've been recounting all the dangers I'm in the middle of exposing to by having a coronation held in the middle of a war. How rude. How rude. Hope got muddy though, I love it. Good news! One of our mayors, I guess, or is this my person? I can't be my person. No, are you? Who are you? Yeah, one of my mayors actually captured target Crusade, Ascalon. We actually are getting war score contribution, even though we're doing literally nothing. However justified my reasons were to organize a secluded ceremony during a war, my vassals are far from pleased. Not only do they perceive it as a sign of weakness, but they all seem to have taken their lack of invitation as a personal slight against them. All the vassals are mighty cranky, and hey, there we go. I don't know why, but there we go. The English Revolt War for the Count's claim on England ended inconclusively. Good job! What a disappointing end to a very, very long war. War took, I think, more than an entire episode to resolve. I'm guessing that the claimant died, most likely, in that the leader did not die. Yeah, the claimant must have died. And just like that, our king stays on the throne. What a good feeling that is. So part of me wants to send my troops down south to help with the Crusade. Yeah, these are huge armies. 17,000 person army from where? Aquitaine? This is a French army, I believe. Huge, huge, huge. I don't want to raise my vassal armies at all right now because the vassal armies are were raised for way too long, and I think they don't much care for me. Yeah, negative 11 raised vassal there. Raised levies. Negative 30 on this guy. Yikes, at least likes some. It's good. As the war's over, we should have a proper coronation now, but as the yells of the commanders drilling troops echo in the tent, Pope Eugenius III's envoy gives me a quick blessing and summarily places the crown upon my head, proclaiming me King of England by grace of God. The Pope didn't even come, didn't have a proper coronation ceremony, but at least we're crowned by the Pope. So we got that perk, prestige and piety, and happy church, happy vassals. But first we have to get through having a really lousy coronation for a time. Oh my goodness. Alright, so somehow the kingdom is held together at the end of all of that. I think I want to go ahead and raise my personal levies to go help with the Crusade. Though I really do want to stay out of it. This would be a good way to maybe get ourselves a county down there or something minor. We're not going to become King of Jerusalem, I'm afraid. But I'm very glad that the playthrough did not end just there. I was having real terror, real worries that we were going to end up with a very brief playthrough because we don't have a good session line, and losing the revolt always feels really, really awful. Okay, so Chris Dukes are allying, hopefully not against me. Let's check that out real quick. So, what are the factions out right now? The biggest faction against me is for Gavelkind Succession. Our niece is part of it. It's only 63% of my strength. I'm not going to worry about that. Once short reign penalty is over, I suspect the vassals get more in line. The king survives for long enough. They get used to him. All we need. Prince Eric might fancy me. Commander of England, Prince of Sweden. I'm not going to involve someone who called himself the Child of Lucifer. A really bad way to go there. Okay, will all these troops fit in this boat? Gonna be close. Hey, they will. Cool. And the Scottish army remains behind. Who's this? A Sexian fleet. One of my vassals. My vassals are doing a great job of going to the Holy Land and contributing to the war. Let's see what we can do. Let's get floating down there and see what happens. And I think I'm gonna let my king join the battle now, so he can become a Crusader king. I think I actually have to be on the battlefield for that. Apparently, one of the courtiers has been annoying my wife, Jorun. Instead of asking me for help, she took the matter in her own hands and made sure the courtier would never annoy her again, or he would know the consequences. This is my marshal she's cranky about. What on earth was she thinking? Did she insult him? She didn't kill him. Like, one way of saying, he'll never annoy me again, is to end him. I guess that didn't happen. So, we could say, what on earth are you doing? He'll like that. She will not. -5. Or she did the right thing. At this point, I'm going to say, what is she thinking? She shouldn't use her royal clout in that way. I love watching all the Christian boats heading down to Jerusalem. I expect we're going to win the Holy War. We're at 50% war score. I guess we just try to siege any of this. So holy cow, it's a huge army. Fate smiles upon me. My wife is pregnant. Having just scolded her, she's now pregnant. Convenient timing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's convenient timing. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Our boats are going along just fine. I bet we'll get there just as the crusade ends. This time, my wife's going through a harsh pregnancy. It's best for her to retire for a few months. Take leave your pregnancy or think for yourself. How forward-thinking and progressive are we here in the year 1094? I need more kids, right? We have 2 children right now. One's a son. That's nice. He's still sickly. He's been sick for his entire life. I need more kids, so take leave, get out of my way. Does that lower my state diplomacy with her in hiding? I think it might. I think in hiding they don't contribute to the team's scores. I could have her come out of hiding, get her points back on, but I think we're okay. What army was that to pass through, I wonder? Okay, our boats are still on the way. 64% war score. I think we'll try to siege down one of these. I appreciate that the large army is actually staying out of the crusade. I wonder why they're doing so. And we can see the war score contributions, I think, here. All of Christendom is involved. A message from somewhere in the east. Who's this? This is the Most Serene Republic of Pisa. Wants to marry a spy master off to some random courtier who's actually gay. Good luck with that. Have fun. Have fun. I should probably marry my kids off pretty soon here before they age out. They're still quite young, so it's not super urgent, but I'm really quite pleased we've gotten our succession problems figured out. Jorun the Queen wants us to kill Duke Edwig of Hampshire. Tell me about the Duke Edwig. He is a minor duke, I believe. Why do you want to... I mean, he hates us. Because we're a coward and offended, I guess. Or he's a coward. Who's a coward here? That's scurvy. I think we're a coward is the problem. I don't know why. But, man, everyone's a little bit cranky with us right now. The vassals are not happy. Oh, can't we seize the land of the people who revolted against us? I should have done that right away, shouldn't I have? That's tyrannical to do. Okay, I can't take his things. Only a count. Wait, why is a count among my largest vassals right now? That's a little surprising. I'm not quite sure why it is. He doesn't have any event spawns. I mean, he's huge, though. That's amazing. Because the Dukes have sent all their troops down to the Holy Lands, everyone's dying. No, I'm not going to help kill anybody right now. I'm going to let my wife do whatever kind of dirty work she wants to, but it's not for me to do. We have one claim we can press on part of France. Oh, how'd the French Revolt go? So there's actually a French Revolt still ongoing, but not any territory where I have claims. Now, Henri of the French Revolt, good luck to you, my friend. You might win because the King of France is currently distracted. We've arrived in the Holy Land. Let's join in and get ourselves some more score. Maybe we'll get one tiny county down here, though I really doubt it. Probably can get nothing, and I'm going to put my king on the battlefield. My king on the battlefield might be a very bad idea. I can't? He's allowed to join battles now. Why is he not showing up in the grand list of kings? Or grand list of commanders, rather. Huh. Maybe with his gout he can't go on the battlefield? He's not incapable, he's just gouty. Can I change him now? Nope, not getting my king for some reason. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe he'll become a commander from, or a crusader from far, far away. He's a correspondence crusader, uninterested in actually showing up on campus, just interested in gradually getting credit for somewhat showing up. We got 3 prisoners here in the old prison right now. They're all Catholics. There we go. The Catholic Crusade of Jerusalem has ended. The Pope won. Victorious Crusaders. God has granted Duke Raymond IV of Toulouse victory in the Crusade for Jerusalem. The Caliph has been beaten every turn through the war, and he has finally had to give up on his holdings in Jerusalem. Duke Raymond IV has granted the new lands of Jerusalem to Brunasenda de Toulouse. Great! The Pope made an announcement about victory and virtues of Crusaders, as well as true faithful protectors of the faith. With the Muslims pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Praise be to God. She is a Crusader queen. Good to her. So, good luck holding on to Jerusalem now. And it's time for us to load our people right back in the boats and go back home. Was it worth coming down here? Probably not. Another daughter of our king. So he's got 2 daughters and a son and an illegitimate child who isn't really in the line. So we have managed to solidify our line of inheritance substantially in a way that the prior king did not pull off. So we're feeling very happy about that. We got scads of cash now, scads of prestige now, good piety also. Long may this king live, so we can hold on to the lands we got for a long time, and I really do want to begin expanding into Wales. That is the next aim for us. I'm glad to see that the Welsh people were going to take over next, have taken over part in Ireland also. When we vassalize them, it will all be ours rather. A traveling poet who called them a bard arrived today. Good for nothing nobody, be rude. If there's anything wrong, I'll break bones in his body. Or he can stay for as long as he likes. And apparently, the response will come from our Chancellor, the Duke here. He's uncouth game master. Does that mean that he is not going to be happy with a poet, a bard? You know what? He can stay for as long as he likes. We'll see if the Duke hates that. I found that the Duke's Swithred had introduced the bard to my court, and I told him not to appreciate that. Finally, somebody who can sing. Yeah, drop those excellent bars here in Resorties, England. Looking for those mixtapes coming real soon. Okay. It's a strange thing not to be at war. We've been at war in this playthrough for such a long time. Now suddenly we're at peace and can start thinking about expanding our holdings once more, making everything a little bit stronger than previously. Gradual improvements, because I do still worry about factions against us. No one's over 100%, but there's one on top. Edgar for England. These are people who broke off previously, I think. Yeah, Duke Adolf, I believe, was part of the revolt against us previously. I can't take your title, even though you rebelled against me, because the war ended inconclusively, correct? I think that's the... Also, look at all of these bribes. Who are these bribes to? The Baron. The Baron is which one? Wait, who's this? Oh, a favor from Mayor Erend. This is Mayor Aaron. So the Mayor of Bodmin, I don't know why he's actually on the council anymore, as an advisor certainly, I made his loyalist to our father. When he dies, which should be fairly soon, the council will be much more with me again, I suspect. Renewed Jihad. The holy city of Jerusalem, where the prophet was taken up to heaven, has fallen to infidels. His Magnificence, Caliph Abdul will not let us stand, declared that another era of great conquest is upon us, such was the case in the days of the first caliphs. The Dar al-Islam must be defended. All righteous Muslim men prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. A renewed era of Islamic expansion. Catholic crusade, Muslim crusade all the time. The Bektashi order, a Sufi sect of dervishes, arises under the leadership of a certain Haji Bakhtash Wali, a mystic from Khorasan. Striving for unity of being, Bhaktishis train the soul through meditation and contemplation of inner meaning of the Quran. They're warlike and especially popular among the Sunni Muslim soldiers. The order is sworn to protect Islam and combat infidels and polytheists of all kinds. Good thing they're far away. Hopefully we take part in the next crusade. I sure would like that. Okay. So I think to get a claim against these people, I need to... I must have troops raised somewhere. Put my soldiers away for one. Not be able to dismiss my... Wait, oh, because the fleets are full of people still returning from war. I can't put the troops away quite yet. We got... This faction is growing against us more and more. I don't have any clever way to stop them growing other than to potentially assassinate some of them. I give you money, will you like me? That's what it really comes to. A little bit of money's not going to help, unfortunately. We're about to lose our short rain penalty. That'll be better than nothing, but... Yeah, this is a dicey time for the king. Not as dicey as last revolt, but if they get another revolt here, it'd be kind of unfortunate, I suspect. Okay, put all the troops away now. Boats and troops both. And then, how is our retinue looking? We could expand it again. And we're pulling in 13 money per month right now. King William II. I've noticed that neither you nor your troops partake in the crusade you pledged to join. I'm disgusted that you would dare to lie about something like this. Expect your troops to show up soon. I guess I should. I definitely did. The boats just returned home. The crusade is over. What is the Pope complaining about? Lose 200 piety. The Pope is cranky because we were slow in getting to the Holy Lands. Don't you understand? I was fighting to hold on to the kingdom. A kingdom which is still ours. Which we will expand in next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.